cheers to Babypink for honestly getting to 3 years. I'm proud of us and all of our accomplishments. This is definitely a moment for us to, reflect and really see that we have created something for ourselves.
You're so cute. Yes, I agree.
Preach!
Reach.
Cheers to us. Cheers to us. Anyways, we might as well get started with the questions that everyone submitted and asked. And we are thankful for you guys because you guys came through. You came through. So the first question that we were asked was, what inspired you to start Babypink? That's a great question.
Soldier boy, tell them.
Thank you for asking. So we're not to get too emotional or anything because, we're not about emotional stuff right now. We're just going to try to be positive and celebration, right? So basically we started Babypink, it was 2016. So that was like 4 years ago. That's when the idea really came. And I was going through like a lot of life stuff. At that point, there was just like a lot of chaos around me. And I really used Babypink as a way to help me get grounded and help me, get away from the chaos and gain control over something in my life. So once that was going on, I approached Paige, and that's when we were best friends already at that point, and we were obsessed with music, like obsessed. All first year and before then, all we would do is literally look at SoundCloud and just look for music and talk about music only, right?
Yeah, that's because you introduced me to literally everything. I was listening to EDM music.
But I wasn't introduced to till later too. So like I didn't really get into like the hip hop scene and hip hop music until like 17 years of age, because I wasn't really we weren't really exposed to it. Like, think about what school we went to. Like, went to a French school, Catholic school that had like 500 students from grade 7 to 12, like hardly any exposure to anything. So once we like left all that and we moved out of our shell and went into the big scene and the big, big city, Ottawa.
Big city world in Ottawa.
Big city,
we left
Ottawa.
Our small town.
That's when we were like, this is what we're meant to do. This is what we're supposed to do. Let's get to work. And
okay, baby.
Now.
I feel like you said that so weirdly. Basically, we listened to a lot of hip-hop music, and then one day Janine was all like, why are there no women? Like, why are we not listening to like women rappers? So I was like, yo, you're right. Like, I don't like hear a lot of them these days. So we went on SoundCloud, did a little found a bunch of people, and then I guess we tried to figure out how. I don't know. We tried to figure something out.
We tried to figure out a plan, basically, because at the beginning of Babypink, like, we were confused on how we can actually make this a thing. How can we make people understand that it's women in music deserve recognition, and how can we get them to listen to women in music and do all that without being too like in people's faces? So that's when we started making a decision to create a website rather than what our initial idea was.
We wanted to make a zine. I still want to make a zine,
which we can, of course, and we will.
But then we're not. Like, we can't just randomly start selling zines. Like, people aren't gonna buy this shit. So we decided it was like this series of events. So we wanted to do zine. We were like, nah, no one's gonna buy that. So then we're like, okay, we'll make a digital zine. So we'll make a website. And then we just ended up making a website. And no zine happened.
Yeah. And that just kind of like blew up from there, where we started actually just doing more work. We started doing events, we started doing interviews, we started writing blog posts, we started creating playlists, we started highlighting weekly songs. Like, we started just doing things.
Yeah, that one year where we prepared like our launch, I guess you could say, we really we thought out like every single
Everything.
detail.
It
Like what we wanted on our page, like how we wanted to work out the Instagram, like what we wanted to like highlight, how to get people to like find women in hip hop as easy as possible
mhm,
without like trying to be like super trying to just educate people like, yo, you should be doing all this and that.
mhm.
So,
We wanted it to show people that, like, the music is just good. So you should just listen because it's good. That's it.
yeah.
That's the only reason.
It's all about the vibes.
It's all about the vibes, good vibes only. And I mean, that first year, we took 9 months to actually prep to launch and do all the websites and build all that content. But those 9 months, like, we learned a lot. And then we are now 4 years past that. And look at us now. I would have never imagined us to know all of this information and have all these skills that we built ourselves, basically.
Mhm.
That's incredible. So shout out to us.
Yeah.
Basically. The next question is actually what inspired the name Babypink Media. And as if you guys were like day ones, y'all would know that it was actually Babypink Collective at the beginning, and then we switched it to Babypink Media because it just made more sense to what we were doing. We're not just a collective.
We went through a journey of self-discovery through Babypink.
Yeah. But basically, it was inspired by, as we mentioned, we literally looked at SoundCloud like crazy. And one of the first artists we discovered from Ottawa was Jiraiya. If you guys don't know
Ryan
her,
Cut.
go check her out.
Has really great music. There's one song named Baby Pink. And I swear when Jenny and I heard that song, we were literally like, what the fuck? This is like the best song ever. And we listen to it all the time.
It was a vibe.
Loki.
It was
Loki.
really like, and it fit really it would fit really the time of what we're like dealing with. So it just felt so relatable. you know? And a big thing from that is that we were seeing like, okay, not just Jiraiya, we started seeing like Leah Cloud, Marley X the Mike, like all these girls putting out music, doing things in Ottawa. And we're just sitting by and watching, and we're inspired as hell. So like that's where we really like started getting Babypink going. That's when we noticed all these things. So that's where Babypink comes from.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited that, just for all the future stuff that we're going to accomplish. The next question is, how did you grow your audience?
Bro, I feel like no, we did not grow our audience at all. Like sometimes people come to us and they're like, yeah, like my friend told me about this website where they find music and it ends up being like Baby Pink. And I'm like, what? Like, where did you find us? I honestly get confused when people find us online.
I honestly, this is my advice for any type of business trying to grow. It's putting yourself out there.
Yeah, don't reaching out to people.
Yeah.
In your local scene.
Yeah, we created events, so we hosted events. That's when people started coming out, and we made connections from there. And online as well. Just by being online, it's amazing because you could just hashtag Toronto and somebody go and look at that and find you, or somebody shared your post and somebody found you and then reaches out to do a collaboration or whatever it is. I just think that just putting yourself out there is the only way that you can actually grow. Yeah. Cheers to that.
Yes, I agree. Good one.
Cheers to that. Do you have anything else you want to add to that question?
No.
Okay. So the fourth question, is it difficult to manage between two people, and have you outsourced? I'll give this one to you, Paige. Go for it.
Oh, thanks.
You're welcome.
Spot. I don't think I'm ready. Is it difficult? Um, I would say no if you have your ideas and your goals aligned with each other.
Mhm.
I would say the hardest thing between two people, I guess, well, like in our own case, is that like I'm technically based in Ottawa and Janine is in Waterloo. So we're like 6 hours away from each other, and I don't get to see her a lot
No.
throughout the year. So a lot of our work has to do like via like video chatting or like texting, like a lot of online communication. And Janine and I are both people that just hate
Hate.
going online. We to like even like this past year, I feel like we both haven't been online a lot, which is our own fault, but
This
yeah,
is
so I feel like the hard part is just communicating between each other when you're just so far away from one
yeah.
another, and like it's hard also because it's like at the end of the day, like it's a business
Mhm.
that we're trying to do, and it's hard when you're not seeing each other every day. Janine has a full-time job. I'm in school full-time. Like we have other priorities that
Mhm.
we have to um
Take care of.
like take care of. So I feel like the hardest thing is communicating and like just being on the same page when you're just so far away from each other.
Yeah.
What about
I
you?
I agree completely with that. Like if we were together in the same city, it would be a lot easier. Like a lot of
Yeah,
the
like
thing
our
is,
first
digital art, like sorry, digital communication, like virtual communication, is difficult because when people suffer, like I suffer from mental health, Paige suffers from it, and when you have to go online, it's a sense of distraction because we're online so much already, and being online even more than that, it's just like it's too much, and that's the thing for me. Like that's why I hate being online. It's like I hate this feeling of like my attention being taken from me. I don't know. I can't get my head in the game, you know?
yeah.
And that's with practice. Is like once you build a routine, oh my god. Once you build a routine and better habits and just a better life, those things become easier. And
Mhm.
organizing, doing these things that we do, it just become easier over time.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I agree completely. But um, yeah, Miles says Instagram is a trap when you don't
It
have time
is.
right.
I agree.
Exactly that. And our main, like the main page, or I guess the main um, social media that we use is Instagram.
Yeah.
That's where we
We
find.
try. We try to use the other ones. See, we're just not good. We're just not good at social media management.
That's the thing. I'm like, there's too much going on. I'm like, I don't even know. But at the same time, this is with experience that we're gonna learn how to basically figure it out and be on top of our shit.
Mhm.
You know, like a lot of, think about it, like a lot of businesses, they're like, oh, have monthly calendars, monthly content calendars,
Yeah.
etc. But with that, it's very difficult when it comes to the music industry because you don't really know when things are going to be released, and it's all like all over the place. So you really have to be online pretty much every single day to really know what's going on and be on top of the game. And that is not easy. That's not
Yeah,
easy.
that's not easy when you're working and I'm in school,
Yeah.
but we try our best. So
Yes. And I
I'm
appreciate
proud of
that
us.
you guys say that we're killing it, because the more you guys say these things, the more we believe it, because, you know, it means the world to us. It means the world to us. That's it. Oh, we love you too, Nicolina. Let's take a
Yo,
look.
I low key drank my glass of wine. It's like
Where's your bottle?
I came unprepared for this interaction.
Where is your bottle?
It's like all the way downstairs.
Like, girl, I have 2 beers just in case.
Wow, what
I
the?
came prepared.
I did not. Okay, if I run away really quickly, is that a bad thing?
Go, run. Run quick.
I'm back. Hip hip
You
cheerio.
came in
Hurrah.
so calm. I'm back with my glass of wine.
This is how much, yeah. I don't know. I tried.
Look how much hearts you're getting, Paige. You're back and everybody's so happy. They
Wow.
missed you.
I feel so loved.
You're so loved. Well, you know what? Anyways, let's continue. So the next question, number 5. What was your most memorable and favorite interview? So that's like 2 different things. So let's first talk about our most memorable.
I feel like we have a few. We have a lot of like mission stories. Like we've missioned a lot for a lot of things.
Are you guys ready for these stories? Because they're pretty intense.
No, they're kind of funny.
They're funny.
No, okay, wait. No, this is something we didn't even talk about before, but the funniest like thing that ever happened to us, I swear, was when we got invited to Cody Shane's concert in Toronto because we had a chance that we could interview her. So we're like, okay. So we missioned in my old car. It was like this used what kind of car was it?
I don't know, but it was old as fuck.
It was old. It was old as fuck. It was used. It was living on its last leg. Literally. So we're going from Waterloo all the way to Toronto just to make it to Cody Shane's show. But we got there so freaking early and it was so cold that we just kept like chilling in the car in this car until the show happened. So like okay, you know, like in cars you can like switch it so you can get the heating but not so the car's on.
Yeah, like the battery's on, but
like the battery's on. So we had the battery on the whole time. Okay? And I don't know much about cars, but apparently when you do that, the battery dies. So like I think it was time for us to go to the concert. So I tried to turn on the car and it just wouldn't turn on. And I was freaking out because it's like nighttime and we're in this random parking lot in Toronto, like one of those like just one of those random parking lots in Toronto. And I was like, what are we gonna do? Like we obviously couldn't make it to the show anymore because we couldn't get there anymore.
We couldn't get there.
No.
The car wouldn't turn on.
So like we're literally like, what do we do? Like I'm texting my parents like the car is not working anymore and like we're literally just stranded in Toronto.
Literally.
So Janine had to call like somebody to wait, where did he come from? Did he
came from Ajax or something? Yeah,
this dude came from Ajax all the way to Toronto to boost our car because no one in this Toronto parking lot wanted to help us boost our own car. So
you want to talk about that? Do you want to talk about that?
They were American, okay? They were
Americans.
Suck ass. Anyways, yeah, this dude had to come all the way from Ajax to Toronto to boost our car. And when the car got boosted, like...
Oh my god! All the way from Ajax, yes.
The steering wheel was locked and it like wouldn't turn.
Like, you know the power steering? It's like called the power steering or something.
I don't know. It just like locked itself. It didn't want to turn anymore. And so like I'm still like calling my parents like, what do I do? Like, how are we gonna get home? Like the car's not working. Like I can't steer. And they basically told me that the faster you go, the easier it is to turn the wheel.
Oh my
god. We just went home. Honestly, we went home and the faster
attempted
to steer my wheels. So
let me tell you guys,
that interview didn't happen, but it was very memorable.
I will always say this. I will always say, Paige is the best driver I've ever met in my life. This girl drove with a stiff steering wheel, their power steering was not working, and she drove an hour and 20 minutes the fuck? What the hell?
Yo,
Like,
we made it in one piece,
yeah.
alive. That's all I have to say. Never again. I learned from that experience never to keep my car on battery mode for too long, or else it just like won't work anymore.
So y'all
So,
know, don't do that. Don't do that. Basically.
so that was like one interview, but it never happened. But
What
it was a
about
very memorable moment.
the other memorable moment? Was definitely the first interview that we had with Killa Kells, and she's also a DJ from Toronto. If you guys don't know her, and um, that was really funny because we had to interview her twice because the first time we went, she was doing a show like spinning at Lavelle during the day, and we're like,
Love the
let's go.
place. I don't actually know what it's called.
It's like I think it's at Lavelle.
That like rooftop pool.
Yeah. So we go and we are way underdressed. Like
Wait, I don't
like
even
we're
know.
like
You know what's crazy? We look good, but we just weren't bougie. Like we look good, but just not bougie. And
yeah.
everybody there looked bougie as fuck.
Yeah. So that was like all the like it was clear that we stood out in that.
Yeah, we had a lot of dirty stares.
Yeah. But that was like the little of it all. Then it was really funny because we are what's funny?
No, I was gonna say I think we also got a bunch of dirty stares because we were like we had a bunch of equipment.
Yeah.
We
We had
were
like
the
our
only
cameras
people there with like a bunch of tripods and cameras and like randomly recording people.
for real. But yeah, basically we're in the like we met her downstairs. We're on our way up to do the interview, and guess what somebody says in the elevator? Someone says, "Are you guys bottle service?"
It's like not like we have like 5 cameras with us. Like,
are we bottle service? Bitch, do you see her? No, no, no. That's the DJ. That's the DJ of the night. Try again. And we interviewed her, and she mentioned that happens a lot to her, and we got to witness it, and it was like mind-boggling. We're like, yo, this is the reason why we're doing this. We got to get this shit out of the way. We can't be having these women be facing these experiences. Done. And that was a very memorable moment for us, for sure.
I'm happy she like took the time to like interview with us again because like the first one didn't work out.
Yeah, like the first, okay, so basically because we were at Lavelle, the music was loud, the wind was crazy because we're outside, and the audio was disastrous. Like when I mean disastrous, you couldn't even hear shit. So we had to redo it, and that is something you guys are gonna probably face if ever you guys do interviews.
Yeah. There's a lot of like equipment malfunction. Like we've had that happen. Like
yeah,
not like audio but visual as well.
yeah. So. I once had my mic not work at a interview, and the audio was not usable at all because I had to use my phone, and like I just couldn't even release it because it was that trash. So sometimes things happen, and you just have to go with it.
Mm-hmm.
And that I'm just thankful she
learned from
got to do it twice.
Yeah. Okay, those were like memorable.
Do you have any other memorable ones?
A memorable one? Other than like Cody and like Killa I was only there for like Killa and like
we need to tell them. We need to tell them the story of Raja Kumari interview.
Oh,
why do I think it happens to us every time we have an interview?
Oh, I'm ready.
Okay, you tell it. Go.
Okay, were you in Ottawa? Like, did we go from Ottawa to Toronto?
You were in Ottawa. I was in. You came.
You know, but how? Because we were both on the same like coach bus or whatever.
So Paige came and visited Kitchener for like you came to visit family, and we went together on a Greyhound bus. Which by the way,
okay. So we went from Waterloo to Toronto on this Greyhound bus. To
Toronto.
Toronto.
We didn't drive this time, but bad shit still happened.
Yo, even with the bus, they don't want to see you win. Anyways.
So
we're on this like Go bus or
Greyhound, whatever
it was. And like We didn't like we even got ready on the bus. Like we did like our makeup on the bus and everything because we wanted to look cute. I don't know. So like we're on this bus and like for some reason traffic was just like so condensed that day. And like even when we entered Toronto, it took like an hour just to get through traffic because I don't know what was happening that night, but like the
Something.
electricity went out, like the TTC wasn't working, like the metro wasn't working. Everyone was in the streets like just trying to like get to and from places. And like we were freaking out because we had like a deadline to be there at a certain time before the show to interview her and then be able to be there for the show and like just record the show. So we were just like freaking out and like I think we had to get off at a stop before our own stop and we're just like fuck it, we're gonna Uber.
Yep. That's exactly what happened.
We got off this bus and we tried to Uber there. At the same, this Uber is experiencing the same difficulties as the bus driver because we're stupid and we didn't think like, oh yeah, no, the Uber's not gonna experience this either.
We're not from Toronto.
Yeah, we're stupid. And then we ran.
We ran.
We ran the streets of Toronto. Like
with equipment. Okay, mind
by
you.
the time we had to get to the Velvet Underground. Like if you know Toronto, you know the Velvet Underground probably. Yeah. So we like ran there. And like we made it. Like we barely made it just in time. Like they were like, go right now. Like as soon as we got there, they were like, film.
Yeah.
And we were like so stressed. We had all our bags with us too because we were staying overnight. So like I had a bunch of camera equipment and my like nighttime equipment. I don't know, just like my overnight bag or whatever.
Yeah.
And you had your stuff too.
Because we were sleeping in Toronto that night.
Yeah, we were gonna stay the night. And so like when we get to this interview, we literally just drop everything like in the Velvet Underground. Just like and then we just start filming. I'm like holding wait, we didn't eat that day.
We did not eat. We didn't.
We didn't eat at all. So like we're starving, we're tired, we're breathless, and we're stressed. But
anxious as
literally
hell.
as soon as we get there, Janine's like holding the camcorder to Kumari, like asking questions, and I'm like holding the camera like shaking because I didn't eat and I almost passed out because I tried to concentrate so hard on keeping my hands like steady so the film would be fine. And then like I literally had to sit down after that. I was like, Janine, I almost fainted.
I was like, yo, thank God you didn't. We did that shit. We made it. We enjoyed the show afterwards. But yo, it was like intense.
That was like really intense. Yeah. I feel like the most memorable interviews are like the ones where we're like missioning.
Yeah.
Like to death.
Yeah. And
so, like,
we're kind of like fuckery happens, but we still make it through. That interview's bomb.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it was hard. Like the thing is when I interview people, I automatically get in my head. And I zone completely out. It's basically like nothing else is around me. I can only focus on the person I'm interviewing. And it just goes by so quick and foggy. It's so by the end of it, I'm like, whoa, like I actually just did that. I don't even remember some of the questions I asked.
Yeah, I remember you saying that. Like sometimes you'd be like, I don't even remember asking this question.
Yeah.
Like what?
Yeah, like you get so in your head, and that for me was probably the worst of it because of like that high anxious and high stress situation. I was like, I don't even remember talking to her. I just like did it and that was it, and I left. You know, and that's where like we couldn't control that situation per se, but we are learning. Go a few hours ahead.
Honestly, I feel pretty good about that because we like made it.
Yeah.
We got to see our show. We even ate A&W afterwards. Yeah. Okay.
How do you remember?
We tried our best.
How do you remember that? Girl,
But for like favorite interviews, like just like in our 3 years, like my most favorite one is the coffee one
me too.
because that's such a great opportunity for us to have had. And
Yeah.
like I'm just so grateful. Every day I like think about how we managed to get an interview with coffee and that
A Grammy
blows
winner.
my
What?
mind.
And she's from Jamaica, like all international interview at that point, and
Yeah, that's dope.
we did that. Like for us, that's definitely my favorite interview because I'm still shook too. I'm shook every day. I'm like, whoa. And we see the numbers of the views. It's like 35,000 or something like that right now, or maybe more. But that's crazy.
Yeah,
What? What?
crazy.
We've never gotten that many views, and I know like people get millions and whatever and all that, but it's a big deal. I don't care what
Yeah.
anybody says. Cheers to that.
Here's to
Cheers
that
to that.
too.
We did that. Like very, very big opportunities, and only more to come, right? Only more to come. All right, let's continue. So the next one is, what was your favorite collaboration? I think we both can agree Full Femme
We
is our
already know.
favorite.
You already know. Full femme.
Full Femme. If you guys don't follow them, go right now. Well, not right now. After the live at Full Femme, do your thing and enjoy.
Yes.
We,
Basically, full femme is Hasina
Mhm.
for the Ottawa, for those in Ottawa who know Hasina. Hasina is a bad bitch and she gets shit done. And
100%. Preach, preach, say that louder. Yo, she does get shit done.
she gets shit done and her mind amazes me to this day.
Right? We had our second event in last year, in May, which is a couple days ago, actually.
Yeah. Killing
And
Rose too.
yeah,
That's when she's talking about.
our second event.
Yeah.
And we met her. We found her online on Instagram, and we were looking for some artists to be a part of the event. And we saw that she does live painting, so we invited her to display some of her art and do some live painting. And
She had center stage, by the way, at this event. She was right there in the middle of the room
Mhm.
on her little pedestal painting away. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
she was the middle of the attention, and rightfully so, because this girl deserves it, real, real bad. But yeah, basically that's when we met. That's when we built our connection, and from there on, that's when we started collaborating.
Yeah.
And
Together.
we've hosted 3 events. Yeah, we've hosted.
Yeah. So
So
what we built together, we built the Power series.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and it's really interesting because I think for both of us, we can say that this is what really kickstarted a lot of like the ball rolling for Babypink. Um, in a sense, like the first year we were when we launched in 2017, we hosted one event, which was Killing Roses for the first one. Then the second year, 2018, we ended up what was it? It was Killing Roses 2 last year, which was 2018. We hosted Killing Roses 1 because that was after 2018 in March.
My sense of time is
My
poor.
mistake.
I don't know anything.
Sorry. 2019, we ended up hosting way more events. We hosted Killing Roses 2. We had a panel at House of Paint. We had a panel at Saw Gallery. We were part of the Black X the Future event. We had an event actually lined up until COVID-19 came for our interview series. And that to me is a lot of growth within the period of time that we started. So with Hasina, with Full Femme, we've really hosted a lot of events and we really grew a lot this year.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like we did a lot of like work, not just like for creatives, but like the Ottawa community in general.
Yeah, like we've done how many interviews? We've had over 50
And
playlists. Like
we got to meet more, like a lot more people, the local scene as well, too.
Yeah, and I feel like the collaboration with Hasina and Full Femme, it was a lot more education based because we got to host like panels, and that is something that we were always wanting to get into. We were really wanting to transition us that part, because we did host fun events, but we really wanted to talk about more why we do these things and what the reason is. And that was an opportunity that we created together. And oh my god, this light, there we go. But yeah,
What is this light? Like, what is this light?
I have like a lamp behind me and it keeps like cutting out. I don't know why. I don't know. But you know what? It's okay. It's working now. That's all that matters. But yeah, we can all both agree, Hasina, you're amazing, and thank you so much. And I can't wait to continue to do like more work with you. So, guys, stay tuned.
Yes.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Who are you from? It hasn't released yet due to COVID-19, but it'll be out there soon.
Yes, we will be releasing that soon. This is the thing. When things happen, you just go with it and you deal with
You just go, honestly, just go with the flow.
Go with the flow is right. The next question, it's actually amazing that we got this question because it is May, and May is Mental Health Awareness Month. So this question is, how do y'all stay motivated? You go ahead.
Okay. I stay motivated by, well, like I like to, like, if the more I keep in touch with Janine and the more we talk logistics together, the more motivated I feel. Mostly because of the distance. Like, it's hard to make it. Like, she's in Waterloo, I'm in Ottawa. It's hard when you don't see each other every day and you're not working together every day.
I know.
And so, like, you kind of get like unmotivated to do work because you're not together, you're not creating together, you're kind of like isolated by yourself. And I guess now, because of quarantine, we are completely isolated on ourselves. But I just try to get like a peace of mind in my own head, like do something that I want to do for myself, and then just sit down in front of my computer or like my phone and try to like do as much work as I possibly can before I'm like, I don't want to do anything anymore.
Yeah.
And then watch TV.
I also think the way to stay motivated is by talking and communicating.
Yeah.
I think that
yeah.
For me, I'm also like, I get motivated by what I see, and when I see people do work online or something, that also motivates me sometimes. I can say it does sometimes make me feel some type of way, like insecure in a way, like I'm not doing enough. But if you get kind of past that and just use it as a way to motivate you and inspire you, then you really can just take that from it, rather than anything else, and you can create something out of it. So definitely, the people that you surround yourself with and the peers that you are watching, they motivate a lot. So cheers to that. Cheers to all the creatives out there doing your thing. Y'all are winning. Y'all are winning. Just doing it. That's the fact that you're doing it is step number one. Oh.
Okay, my bad. I had like secret music playing this entire time. You didn't even know.
Emelina says you're
a vibe for myself.
Emelina says you're a
perseverance. Perseverance. When you trilingual and you don't know anything anymore.
And hard work is so inspiring. Thank you. You are so inspiring.
Emelina, you are so inspiring.
That's what I just said.
Okay, well, I wanted to say it too.
You know what? We both said it. That's what you know is true.
This one's for you, Emelina. Love you.
Love you. All right. We have a couple more questions. So, okay, yeah, Miles, you're right. This light does not want me to win whatsoever. We're just gonna have it the way it is. If it wants to play games, let it play games.
People see your beauty with or without the light.
Yes. Thank you.
It's still there, like shining so bright. Like, bro, you don't even need the light. At this point, you are your own light. You're your own source of light.
Did you guys hear that? Did you guys hear that? Biggest hype woman out there. Biggest hype woman out there. Hypey. I see you. I see you. It made me stop. I love you. And this is why we're iconic, okay? Anyways, number 8. I guess we're already at number.
How do you know? Like, how do you know how many questions have been?
It's numbered, okay? I am organized today. I've been learning.
Damn, we really answered 8 questions.
I know. So an idea you've never got to materialize but want to do soon. Paige, you've actually already spoken about this a little bit.
Oh. An idea I've never. Oh. I would say I would want us to have like a zine. Yeah. I don't know. I think zines are cool. I don't know about anyone else.
And also,
I like reading zines. Like, I like going and finding like zine websites and then just like going through those websites because I think they're kind of cool.
Yeah, and I also think, oh my god, jeez. I also think merch. Babypink has been alive for 3 years. We still have no merch, and we've been materializing, imagining it for how long? So we got to do it. So
Miles is right. Yeah, now is the time to plan.
Facts.
We're gonna plan. We low-key have been planning.
We are.
But like, we like to move at our own pace. Clearly, it's too slow right now. So we don't like to put too much pressure on ourselves.
No pressure, but
we're only 2 people. There's only so much we can do.
Facts. That's facts. Balance is key. But merch is going to come, guys. So just stay tuned for that. It's going to come. I promise you soon. I promise.
Yeah.
We need you guys to rep.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Whatever.
We're going to do it.
We're going to do it.
We're going to do it.
And you can take that. Yeah. Okay. And you'll be like, she was.
Yeah.
We're gonna play that. And another thing for me that I would like, I guess materialize is creating documentaries. One day in my life, we're gonna do that. Like,
that is a future goal. And I will help you.
Down the road.
I'm here to help and support you in whatever.
Guys, I'll be a documentary
project you want to do.
One day.
Yo, I'm down.
I'm down too.
Who shall we document?
You just guys wait and see. We're not gonna. No spoiler alerts. The next question, number 9. One thing you like and one thing you dislike about Ottawa's creative scene. We're getting real, okay? I didn't even think.
I like. I don't know.
You know what I like?
Let me think about it.
I appreciate that it's small right now. Like, obviously not, like, it's not as big as Toronto. So a lot of the creatives know each other and about each other. So it's really nice because a lot of like women in Ottawa right now are extremely supportive of one another, of one another. And for me, that's the thing.
That's a fact. That's a fact on fact. Women in the city be supporting each other like nothing I've ever seen before.
Yeah. From when we first started Babypink till now, we have seen a growth in female collectives or women collectives in Ottawa. And for us, that is motivating and inspiring in itself. You know, I love to see it. I love to see women win. So clearly.
Yeah, I don't particularly have a dislike about the Ottawa art scene. Like I'm not like an Ottawa native. Neither of us are an Ottawa
No.
native. So like we didn't grow up with anyone in Ottawa. We don't know Ottawa to that extent. We came to Ottawa 2016, 2017
Yeah.
for university together because we went to the same university as
Yeah.
well. But yeah, I don't like particularly dislike anything. I think people are really cool. I like the art scene over there. I just feel like it's not like as out there
Mm-hmm.
as Toronto, which kind of bums me out because
That's
there's so
it.
much good.
That's it. It
There's
doesn't.
so much good shit happening in Ottawa. People don't
I
even know.
I think the thing I dislike is, and I can say I dislike it, is that there's like not enough support. You know, that's what I feel like. There needs to be more community support, and that will help will help the music industry get up there where it needs to get.
Low key, I feel like it's just because it's so cold in Ottawa.
Oh my
Like, I think it's because it's so cold and no one wants to leave their house. Because high key, like, I'll be like, yeah, I'm going to go to this event. And then the day of, I'm like, no,
You're
no,
like,
not
I'm gonna
today.
hibernate instead.
Yeah, like when I'm in Ottawa, I hibernate more often than I ever did
Yeah,
in Waterloo because it's just kind of cold over there.
just kind of.
It's cold over
It's
there,
fucking
it's
cold.
really cold.
See,
People like to
like,
stay indoors.
that's what I think too. You're probably right. Like if you think about it, like when you go to Toronto in winter, like at least you're downtown, and downtown there's like hardly any snow. Like you just
Yeah,
go.
like even it's not as bad. Like
No, it's
it's
not.
freaking it's so bad in
The
Ottawa.
Rideau
Like
is
it's
right in
cold.
downtown Ottawa, so what else do you expect, right? It's gonna be fucking
Mm-hmm.
cold. But yeah, I agree. I mean, there's only so much we can dislike, or
Mm-hmm.
you know.
But I feel like people in Ottawa like really do support each other.
Mm-hmm.
Like it might not
Especially
be
the women.
publicly, but like I do see like so like people like know of each other or like they'll be like, have you heard of this person? And I'll be like, damn.
Yeah, I know what you
Like
mean.
I feel like it's pretty supportive. Just
Yeah,
like
I
maybe
agree.
not like as much as Toronto. I don't know.
It's
I
not as
don't
much, but
know.
it's also different because it's
Mm-hmm.
smaller, right?
Yeah.
That's it. Um,
Different city, different vibe.
exactly that. Exactly that. The next question is, what are some of the highlights slash difficulties you've endured?
Like since Babypink. Like since
Yeah.
we've created Babypink.
Yeah.
Um a
Uh,
highlight. A highlight or a difficulty.
well, like definitely the
Would you think?
highlights are just generally like all the events that we've hosted, like all the panels, all the multi creative events, Killing Roses both times, and the amount of um, connections like that we've made throughout those.
That yes, no, I agree. That is definitely a highlight. Like the opportunities, not only like just like the opportunities we created for ourselves, but like opportunities we managed to create for other people, the
Yeah,
friendships we've made along the way, and
yeah.
like even with like Killing Roses too, like just hosting that one event kickstarted our whole year. It's crazy. I still think I had to think about it the other day. Um, when I was doing posts for like our anniversary, and I like messaged Janine. I was like, "Oh my god, I didn't think about this before, but like we really be creating opportunities for ourselves, and like
Yeah.
that's pretty dope."
Yeah, and that's a big thing that I think a lot of people ask about. It's like, how did you do this? Like, like how did you think of this? Just go and do it. Just try and see. Just throw something at the wall and see if it sticks. And it did. And it did. We're gonna keep
What
raising
great
weights.
advice. Throw something at the wall, guys. Throw something at the wall. See if it sticks, okay?
Oh my
That was the
god.
best. That was the best piece of advice I've ever gotten, Janine.
You're welcome. You guys,
Thank
just me
you.
over
I'm gonna
here.
remember that till the
The
end of times.
guru advice, how it be. Well,
I
okay,
just
but
want to know. Wait, I just
what
want to
are
know, how real is it?
it's so real. It's so real.
It's so real.
Guys, if you guys, this is an inside joke between me and Paige. So it's fucking real.
It's real, guys.
What
So real.
Paige, what are some difficulties though that we experienced? You know what? This is what I think, okay? A difficulty is consistency and staying on top and being organized, and the thing is, life is not easy and never will be easy, and being a young 20-year young 20-year-old
Boom! Tell him it's 20 minutes a minute. That's who we
I
are.
can't even talk. Being a young adult, things are constantly switching up on you, things are constantly changing on you, and new experiences are new lessons. Things are coming at your face like no tomorrow. So we gotta find a way to balance business and life, and that's difficult.
Yeah, no, that I agree with. Not just balancing life and Babypink, but balancing life, Babypink, and each other.
Oh my god.
Because we have, no, okay. When I say Janine has her full-time job and I have full-time school, I also had a job at the time. So
Yeah,
if you Janine works during the day, I school during the day, but I won't work until the nighttime, in the evening. So whenever Janine's working and I'm free, technically, because oh, classes are an hour and a half. It's not gonna be my whole day on
exactly.
freaking school. But when I'm free during the day, Janine's working, and then when Janine's free at the night, I'm working. It's hard to be able to communicate with each other.
Yeah.
So in this
And
past, I would say in this past year alone, we struggled a lot with communicating with each other and being on the same page, because we were just we were it was we were on different time zones,
yeah, we're opposite
it's hard.
schedules. Opposite
Yeah,
schedules.
we're on opposite schedules.
Yeah.
So
This is an interesting question. Um, what is your most ambitious goal, and where do y'all see yourselves in 5 to 10 years? What is our most ambitious goal? Well, basically, Paige and I always speak on this, okay? One thing we've understood is that, when it comes to women in music, they just need more support and more, what are the things, what is it called? More access to things you know, mixing, mastering, production, studio time, and what else not, mentoring.
resources.
Resources. Thank you for that word. That's exactly what I was missing. Resources. And me and Paige's, I think, biggest ambitious goal is to have one of those hubs where we basically have access for not just ourselves but other people to create things. So those creative hubs that Toronto has and whatnot, and art spaces and creative spaces.
Back.
Yeah, I still continued and spoke on our biggest ambition. And it is, yeah, having
Providing resources.
yeah, and having that space, having that creative space where we have an office and we have different rooms,
Yeah.
and
I
photos.
remember.
What is that? What are those? What is it called? I forget what they're called. Creative hubs, I think.
Ooh,
Basically,
yes. That is our
creative
biggest
hubs.
goal, making a creative hub. Yes.
Yeah, because we want to be there first of all, and we need it, and it also needs to be affordable, um, and we want other people as well to have that access. so they can
Mm-hmm.
grow and create.
Yeah.
Just like we.
Yeah, I feel
That's
like there's
probably
like a thing. Like there's a thing. Like you know how people, rich people in the world, rich people
yeah,
in the world do this. They get a house, they like buy this house, and it becomes their house. Their like creative house.
yeah,
Like it becomes their house, but like it's like their place where people can like meet and work together and like work on projects together. I don't know.
yeah.
One of those things. Like just like a yeah, like a
I
creative hub
I
thing.
feel like having that is so beneficial to just the creative scene because like we said, like when do we feel the most motivated? When we're together, when we're talking to, when we're communicating. So clearly it adds up if we're around people that are creative, if we're around the right people, if we're inspired constantly, then we're gonna just be creating even more work. And that's gonna be so good for the community.
I agree. But another ambitious goal. We talk about this, like we joke about it, but low key, like we would want to see it happen. A festival.
Boom!
That is like a really ambitious goal.
Yeah, like honestly, imagine a music festival, like just like highlighting a bunch of women in music. Oh, my heart would be so full. My heart would be so
Mhm.
full.
No, you know what would low key like be like a really good idea? Like not just like a music festival, but like a multi-creative
Yeah.
festival. Like
Already
just
what we
like
do.
on a larger scale, like Killing Roses, but like on a
Yeah.
like
Like
large scale.
if you guys don't know, Killing Roses is basically a multi-creative event where we had like just a bunch of things going on. So we had performers, live performers, we had live art going on, we had photography, we had actual paintings, we had videography, we had clothing being sold, we had literally like you name it, it's there. And that's what I love about art is that it's so like meshed together. It's all
Interconnected.
interlocked. You know, it
Mhm.
all influences to each other, and I think that's so beautiful to show that in one space.
Yes, I agree.
Imagine that on in a bigger scale, girl. We're doing it. We're doing it.
Ooh, I'm ready.
See us in 5 to 10 years. That's where we'll be. Babypink Music Festival.
No, actually, in 5 to 10 years, let's be real. Let's just hope for the working creative hub.
Yeah,
That's like our
I know,
hopes and
right?
dreams for now.
But you know what? Another thing, I think the reason why it inspires us to host an actual like music festival or have a music festival is because we're so tired of seeing these lineups have hardly any women on it.
Yes,
I'm
this
done.
is something we talked about in one of like the not we didn't talk about that, but it was like brought up in one of the panel discussions that we helped host and organize. Basically, even if you just like look at lineups for festivals, like women are condensed in like the tiniest writing and like either the bottom right of the page or the bottom left, like kind of like forgotten like filler names, and it's kind of just like it's wait, what is that
It's,
word?
it's disappointing.
Not disappointing, but it's like it's tiring.
You know what? Yes, that's a better word. It's tiring.
Like it's tiring, bro. Like we're huh?
Come on. Come
Huh?
on. We're in 2020. Like, come
Yeah.
on.
So that's a goal.
Yeah.
We don't have
So
many goals. We like to keep our goals small because smaller goals help us reach bigger goals.
100%.
So,
That is facts. I agree with that completely because honestly, when you make like too many long-term goals, the thing is with life, you don't stay the same. You change, you're growing, your ideas grow, your ambitions grow and change, and that's part of it is you just
yeah.
grow with your goals. And
Yeah.
I mean, we can
Like a,
definitely
yeah.
have these goals, but
Yeah.
they might change. That's it. They might
Mm,
change.
yeah. Like a year ago, we had different goals
Mm-hmm.
than we do now.
Yeah.
So like I feel like a lot of people do this a lot where they do their like five 5 year business plan or something.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's like if you have an I like if it takes 5 years for you to get to where you want to be, do it.
Yeah.
But if you're kind of more flexible in the sense that you want to accomplish like different types of projects, I feel like don't put yourself in this little box where you're like, this is the only place where we can go. Just start small. Like, I swear, small goals that can help you reach to bigger goals. So if you have it at the back of your head that, hey, one day I want a festival, don't make that your goal. Make other smaller goals that can help you reach to that bigger goal.
Yo,
That's what I think.
preach. You said that so beautifully. Wow.
Wow.
I I'm inspired.
Am I a genius? I don't even know.
Yes. We can all
This is
agree.
this is quarantine brain talking, so I don't know. I don't know
Well,
anything.
quarantine brain knows what's good. So clearly you're speaking facts and only that. Our last question is, how can I support your movement? So that is a great question, because how can you support women in music? It's very easy. There's a lot of ways, and how you can support Babypink as well.
Mm-hmm.
Follow us, first of all. Go ahead and click our playlists and listen and stream a bunch of women in music. And then whatever you like, go and continue to explore. Do your research, listen to more music, add their songs, add their albums, whatever it is. Follow us. What else would you say?
Ooh. One thing, I only have like one thing to add to this is that there are like something I've noticed, and you've noticed it too. You'll know what I'm talking about when I bring it out.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, a lot of people in in the art scene in general have come to us and said like, oh, they've been inspired by what we're doing, and they think that it's a very important initiative for us to be highlighting women in hip hop, and they're in the like music scene too.
Mm-hmm.
But something more like Janine has noticed is that she'll 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 go to these events from these people who technically support us, and then she'll notice their like playlists and whatnot, or like their lineups, that there's no women in any of their playlists or anything like that. So
Yep.
it's one thing to say like, hey, I support your movement, but if you really want to actually support your movement, include women in your playlist, include women in your lineups, include women in your projects. You know, women, there are a lot of creative women in the world, and they can bring ideas to the table that men don't necessarily think about.
Yep.
So that's
Facts.
my little
Facts. I hate, this is the thing, I don't like when people talk the talk but don't walk the walk.
yeah.
That's
Well, yeah, online, yeah, you can it's very important, like, follow us, like, check out what we have on our website, check out our playlist, but also like think about your own, like, if you have your own organization and you're in the music industry, just think, how can I make this more inclusive to women, or how can I like just like
make
include more women in my work, you know?
Yeah, make it more inclusive in general, even. Like, yeah, like I completely agree, and it's a big thing that you see in the industry.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's really big. And I also will put it out there, come to our events when quarantine is over.
Not just our events, but just go to local events.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
that's a good thing too.
And that
I like going to local events.
Won't just help whoever you're supporting, that's also going to help yourself, because you're going to go meet people, and you never know what those opportunities again will come and bring you. So yeah, I mean, that's basically how I think anyone can support anybody. Here's to that.
Boom. Cheers.
Boom. Mm. 2 sips. Anyway,
Okay.
that's pretty much all the questions that we were asked, and that everyone answered in our Instagram. So if you guys have any other questions, you guys can ask us now.
You can, find us in the DMs.
Or DM us. Yeah, find us in the DMs. We're there to answer whatever it is. Okay?
Yeah, I'm glad we've been through this journey together.
Me too.
Every year, every year is a whole new adventure with you. Yeah. Just FYI.
I love you.
Babypink. I love what we're doing. And yeah, I'm just very grateful.
I'm very grateful. I'm grateful for you, and I'm grateful for everyone that supports us, our friends and family that make this possible. We couldn't do any of this without the people around us. So I'm not just
thanks. Yes, thanks to our friends and our families for supporting us, because we did not do this alone. That is something we gotta say. We did not do this alone.
No way.
So many people have helped us along the way. Our friends, our family, volunteers, just volunteers. Everything.
Our friends have volunteered their time to come and see us and help us set up whatever event we needed. Whenever they were there.
Yes.
They're
real ones.
They're the real ones. That's it. And you know what? I'm proud of us, Paige, and I love you. And I just can't wait till what this third year Babypink is going to bring us.
Yes. Everything's kind of uncertain with quarantine and COVID-19.
I know.
But everybody, we're just going to keep our spirits up. We're going to work on ourselves, and
we're going to keep surviving.
Yes, we're going to keep surviving. Yeah. Emmalina, I love you. Thank you for being here this whole time.
Yeah, I love you so much.
I miss you. I want to see your beautiful face again. I want her to say something. Comment.
I love you. And I love all of the supporters in general, Babypink supporters. I love you guys. Thank you for making these past 3 years possible, and for more to come. You guys are the reason. Keep supporting women in music. Keep streaming their songs, and follow everything, and do what you gotta do to make recognition be given.
Ooh, yes. And do not be afraid to message us, DM us or email us for anything, because we love when people reach out to us asking us to put their music in our playlist or anything like that, because we love listening to music, and we love local artists. And there's so much talent out there, and we're just here to highlight it.
Yes. So everyone, keep up the good work. Stay safe out there. We're thinking of you. We're loving you. And thank you so much for coming on our live.
Yeah, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, celebrating 3 years of Babypink.
Yo, this is our first time on live.
Yeah.
We don't
thank
go
you guys.
on live.
Thank you.
We were low-key nervous because, we've never done this before. Obviously, we video chat and stuff like that. But on live, it's people are watching. That's a little intense to me. It's a little too much.
Just a little bit. But
thank you for listening.
Yes, thank you guys. Anyways, I love you, Paige.
I love you.
Congratulations to us. We did this, and we're gonna continue to do more.
Yes, can't wait. Okay.
All right. Peace out, guys. Have a good night. Stay safe during COVID. Bye.
Okay, bye. Love you.
Love you.